It's important to know how to make changes to the data in a worksheet so you can correct errors and update information. In this lesson, you learn to edit cell entries in the formula bar and edit cell entries in the cell. Here in our worksheet, we need to edit some data. In cell A5, we need to correct the spelling of this name. In cell B6, we need to change the number of hours worked. In cell A9, the first name is wrong. And in cell C12, we need to change the overtime hours. When we're finished, the names will be correct, and the hours in cells B6 and C12 will be up to date. Let's get started. In step 1, I'll click cell A5 to select this cell. I'll move my mouse up to the formula bar, and the mouse pointer changes to an I-beam to make it easier to position the pointer. Then I'll click just to the right of P, and the insertion point now blinks in that location. In step 2, I'll press the Delete key on my keyboard. Then I'll click the Enter button on the formula bar. Clicking the Enter button accepts the edit, and the spelling of Peter is corrected. You can also press Enter or Tab on your keyboard to accept an edit. In step 3, we'll use a different method to edit a cell. I'll click cell B6. Notice that the status bar reads Ready. Then I'll press the F2 key. And now the status bar tells us we're in edit mode. Pressing F2 activates the cell for editing directly in the cell. Some people prefer this instead of editing in the formula bar, but it's simply a matter of preference. The results in the worksheet are the same. In step 4, I'll press the backspace key on the keyboard. I'll type 8. Then I'll press Enter. The value in the cell changes from 35 to 38, and cell B7 becomes the active cell. And did you notice that the cells B15 and E15 also changed? That's because they contain formulas that include cell B6 in their calculations. In step 5, I'll click cell A9. Then, in the formula bar, I'll double-click the word Juan. Double-clicking a word selects the entire word. In step 6, I'll type Javier, and the new name replaces the selection. Then I'll press Enter. In step 7, I'll double-click cell C12, and the insertion point now blinks in the cell. Like pressing the F2 key, double-clicking a cell allows you to edit right in the cell rather than moving up to the formula bar. I'll press the Delete key. I'll type 4, and then I'll click the Enter button. In step 8, I'll save my changes to the workbook. And that completes our edits. To try these steps yourself and to see some additional tips, turn to page Excel 10 in your book. You can also learn how to recover unsaved changes to a workbook in the event of a power loss or other problem. And you'll find a table that explains many of the pointer shapes you'll see in Excel.